All right, I want to do a quick comparison between two Wuben flashlights. They come from different ranges. So this one here is the T1. It comes from their tactical range, and this one's the C2. So this comes from their everyday carry range. And do you actually need one that is has all these tactical sort of features on it? So essentially, they're quite different and they're priced differently as well. You're probably paying about twice as much for the T1, and I've owned the C2 for a while now. It was actually one of the first flashlights I got when I started getting back into buying flashlights and promising myself that I wouldn't buy more than 10 or whatever, and now I've got close to 100. But basically, let's go through this one first. So the C2, very simple kind of tube flashlight. It's 21700 cell flashlight, so it only takes that cell, the 21700 cell. You can use other non-proprietary ones, but you can't take primaries. You have this button here on the side, so it's basically a side switch that you use to activate the flashlight and swap between modes. Okay, you basically just hold and to go in between modes like that. You double press to go to turbo, double press from off. There's a strobe feature, so it's a pretty simple kind of UI. It's got onboard USB charging here as well, and it serves as an emergency power bank. So this is a nice general purpose light if you are going camping, keeping the glove box of your car, keeping it at home as well. It also does come with a clip, but I'm using it for another flashlight at the moment, so you can clip it in your pocket very easily, carry it around with you as well. It's got a smallish reflector, but it's a smooth reflector. So this produces significantly throwy beams. So you can use this for kind of medium to long range purposes. SST40 in there. Okay. Now, if we go over to the Wuben T1, I don't even know where to start here. It's just fully packed with so many features. Firstly, you can see here it's got a larger reflector, same LED, SST20 in there, but when you pair it with this large reflector, you just get so much more range, and this one throws close to 550 meters, I think I measured, so really quite impressive. You've got this crenulated bezel as well, so you can use that to break a window. You can also tell when the light is switched on. This one does as well, but it's just a real basic sort of crenulation. More aggressive fins here on the head so that it allows better heat dissipation, and when you compare both of these in runtime tests, you can really see that the T1 outperforms the C2 significantly. It holds its full output for 2 minutes. I think the C2 for about 30 seconds. So yeah, really good long-term sustained output because there's just more material there to dissipate the heat. You've got the battery indicator here on the side. Really cool thing is that there is this little rotating ring at the bottom that allows you access to the charging port. O-ring there. So in tactical lights, they just have these additional features so that, for example, if you drop the light, it doesn't damage the port, okay, because you've got this metal ring surrounded essentially. And if you drop it in water, you're also not going to have any issues. Whereas this one here, it's got a rubber port, and sometimes this thing comes out, and if you get water in there, that's going to be an issue. Like I wouldn't take that one near water, but I'd feel a lot more confident with this one. And you've also got things like this tactical ring here that helps you to grip the flashlight better. And look at that, you've got a switch on the back. So this switch allows you access to strobe, one-step turbo as well. Okay, I've got it in the outdoor mode at the moment. When you've got it on tactical, it always goes on turbo through half press and the full press as well. Very simple UI, which I love on tactical flashlights. Now, it comes with an 18650 cell configuration, okay, which is actually it's less capacity than this one here. So you're going to run out of juice faster than this. It's not going to be a huge amount of time, but you will notice it. And the reason why Wuben have done that is so that they can also allow you to use primary cells. So you can use those CR123 cells in here if you run out of juice on the built-in 18650. So yeah, nice little clip here. Clip that onto your belt. It's not going to fit in your pocket really well. You know, I don't think at all if you're wearing, you know, usual pair of jeans, it's going to be very difficult. But the C2, yeah, you can get away with carrying that one in your pocket. This one, you'd probably just clip onto your belt, if anything. So yeah, if you are looking for a proper tactical flashlight, don't mind the size. You want to maximize on that long range performance, get the T1. I think like it's just fully packed of just so many features in here, and I love that tail design as well, that tail switch design. I've never seen that before on other tactical flashlights, but it works very effectively. It keeps things quite simple. But yeah, if you're looking for an all-rounder, even just something as a gift to a friend or something like that, the C2 is an excellent option because it's got that it's got this power bank feature as well. People tend to use that on the go if you can need some emergency power. But yeah, produces the same amount of lumens as this one, but you know, you're just not going to get as good of a long-term performance. So let's see how both of these compare side to side in the beam shots. Let's start with the C2 first on high or turbo. This is turbo. Okay, great throw. And we've got the Wuben T1 on the right. Significantly more throw. Look at that concentration. The concentration of light in the center of that hotspot is just much noticeably more compared to the C2. I mean, you just got a larger reflector in there. It's the same emitter, so there's no comparison really, but it's just to show you the difference. But it's almost, you know, with the C2, it's so impressive for a little tube light like this that can fit in your pocket. Okay, you don't get that extreme throw that you get here with the T1, but it's still hitting those trees out the back. Okay, you're just not really going to be able to see what's going on at the base of the trees if you need to do a quick scan. You know, at this point as well, the C2 steps down quite quickly, so I've got to turn it back on, step it up again. Okay, whereas the T1 is still going. Okay, the light's built for very different purposes, but it's good to know that the C2 can still sort of hold up to the T1 in terms of overall output. Okay, throw. It's not matching it by any means, but it is making it to that mark right out the back there with those trees. Okay, C2, T1.